Just got into Kansas, just in the hotel right now. But before I took off earlier, I saw that we had reached the goal for my Proud to Be Unique t-shirt campaign, and I just want to say thank you so much. Um, I didn't think we'd get there this quickly. There's still 10 and a half days left, and we're already past the mark, the goal. So, again, I want to thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. Um, it's been a crazy week with Gishwiz, and I'm way more involved than I thought I would be. I guess that's what happens when you're a competitive person. But I did find some time to read the comments, and I want to share a couple of things. I used to wear this red string. I mean, it fell off this year, but it's something that I wore for the better part of 7 years. It was for my character on the movie 2012. I played a young Tibetan monk, and as part of my costume, and I asked my dialect coach, who was a Tibetan, if he knew the significance of it. And he told me that when monks enter the monastery, they tie a simple knot on a red string, and it's there to remind them that they're always a student. So regardless of the experiences that they go through, the lessons they've learned, even if they become a Rinpoche or the Dalai Lama, they approach everyone, anything, with an open heart and an open mind. And, they're always going to be a student, even when they're a teacher, or especially when they're a teacher, I guess. But yeah, there's something just really beautiful about that I loved, and so I kept that string on, for 7 years until it fell off, as a reminder for myself. And I mean, I'll probably get another one because it feels kind of weird. I mean, if you saw pictures of me throughout the 7 years, it kind of looks like I had my head cut off because it's just like this really tiny red thing. But maybe I'll make it as a bracelet. Anyways, I want to share that because I was reading some of the comments on the videos that I posted earlier, and some of the stories that people have shared of their struggles, of their situation, have been so inspiring. And as much as I love to share the experiences and the lessons that I've learned, it's also great for me to read what you guys have experienced, because it inspires me as well. So I want to thank you for that. And I want to leave one note before I sign off and head to bed, because I got to work tomorrow. But there's a lot of artists, a lot of actors, actresses, painters that I've seen comment telling me about similar struggles, and I want to leave this for you. Some of the best artists that I know, actresses way better than I will ever be, because I don't put the time in that they do to perfecting their craft. They're not as successful, and it's not because they're not good, because they're amazing, but it's because, and there's probably a multitude of reasons, but from what I've observed, they don't put the time into the business side of things. So, as wonderful as it is to work on your craft and your art, because this is an art, this is the arts, there's a business side to it as well. And that's the side that you don't really talk about, you don't really hear about, but that's equally as important as being good at what you do. There are so many people that just aren't very good at what they do, but they are very successful because they understand the business side, and you kind of have to have a balance of both. So either you take some time every day to also think about the business side, as well as your craft, or you find someone to do it for you, and that's where your agents, your managers come into place. But you need to put some time into the business side to get the agent to manager. So you kind of, I know it's this weird balance. So yeah, just quick note to everyone who's chasing the arts. Yes, work on your craft, get to the point where you're good at it, but also take some time every single day to think about how you're gonna make that work as a business. So you have to look at yourself as a business, as an entity, and this is something that I tell my dad all the time, because he's always telling me to invest in properties and invest in stocks, and I keep telling him, like, I don't understand that stuff. I don't know these companies. I don't know properties. Like, the only business that I really know is myself, and that's where I invest in. I fly myself to go to auditions, for meetings. That's what I do. So that's what I spend my money on, is to facilitate things to happen for the business that is myself. And yeah, just something to think about. But anyways, just a quick note. I want to say thank you again. I should get to bed. Good night, everyone.